We're gonna use light weights and a ball if you have one. But if you don't have one, it's not a big deal. We're just gonna use it for one thing. Yeah. All right, if you do have a ball, grab it. We'll use it for marching to start. So let's get started. So we can get this done in our nice 30-minute window. I'm gonna lift this up to march. Okay. Bring the ball right to your chest. Push your hands into it. No ball, just find prayer. Push your hands together. Stand up nice and tall, lifting your chest up to that ball. Hug in between your lower hips. We're gonna march left and right. Here we go. Left, right, left, left. All right, if you've got the ball there, start to push in on it each time you lift your leg. Or just pressing your hands together. Turning on your arm muscles in addition to your legs. An important day to warm up. Thinking of you, Tate. I know you said that was a good reason to work out. A chilly, snowy day here in Denver. All right, with the ball or not, start to press your arms forward. Just go out, out. Reach. Finding a big reach and pull. Turn it on the back of your body, shoulders. All right, then start to take your hands up a little higher. So you're reaching up to the sky. Reach, reach. We'll hold the ball up. In 3, 2. All right, just hold the ball up. Or just arms up overhead. Draw your shoulders down your back. Hug your belly in. And you're gonna start to take that ball side to side. Take it side. Adjust your arms. Legs stay straight forward with a tiny twist for your abs. All right, shoulders are right over hips. Don't lean back. We're almost done with our marches. That's 6. Really hugging in your core. 4, 3, 2. All right, last one. Set the ball aside. We're gonna come down to a plank. Hey, Dara. All right, come on down, find a high plank. Hands right under your shoulders. Feet are right under your ankles. Your toes are right under your ankles, right? All right, you can always be on your knees. We're gonna find a flow here. Down dog, back to plank. So keeping all your core strength, I want you to lift your hips up. And then lower down. You're gonna draw right knee to elbow, left knee to elbow, back to down dog. It's up for 2, down for 2, in, out, Again, lift, lower, knee, knee. Go and lift, lower. All right, we're gonna be here for just a little while, maybe a little longer, definitely a little longer than we hold a plank. So try to get a lot out of each movement. Legs, core working a lot here. Arms working to support you. Try to take your knee towards the outside of your elbow, opening up your hip a little bit. We've got 2 more. And reach. In and reach. Last down dog. All right, we're gonna hold the plank. Just hold. We're gonna come down to our belly. As an option, you can come to all 4s instead. But if you're gonna come with me to your belly, shift your shoulders forward, tricep push-up and your elbows down. Nice and controlled, nice and slow. Lower, down, down, down. All right, coming down to your belly. All right, if your weights are accessible, you can grab them. If you want to do this without weights, it's plenty hard. I'm gonna turn just a little bit, yeah. All right, Hands come back behind you. Push the tops of your feet down into the floor, find some foundation. Lift up with your chest, and then you're gonna lift your arms up off the floor. Your arms lift up an inch, lift. Doing your tricep work here on your belly. That low center of gravity makes this challenging. If you are on all fours, I want you to do the same thing. Just lift one arm at a time, obviously, and then switch. All right, I'll tell you when to switch. We're gonna do 2 variations, but you can just do those lifts on one arm and switch. All right, hold your arms up. Turn your palms to face each other, face your legs. Reach your thumbs down to the floor, pinky to the sky. Your elbow is just gonna bend, stretch, bend, stretch, both arms. You're taking all fours, you've gone to the other arm lifts. Just these 2 variations of triceps, stick with it. All right, whichever position you're in, lots of core work. Hug your belly in, feel your back muscles lift, bend, stretch. All right, I'm gonna drop my weights here as I finish out. Try to gaze down at the floor, nice long neck. We're gonna hold. 3, 2, last one, hold. Option to lift your legs up, squeeze everything tighter towards center. Shoulders down your back. We're gonna down dog to stand. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring your weights with you. Push back up, find a down dog. Ooh. Walking your hands slowly in towards your feet. Roll up. All right, roll your shoulders down your back. Get a little relief, and then click your heels together for narrow V. All right, you're gonna lift your toes up just an inch or so. Lift your heels up just an inch or so. Push your toes down, and then bend your knees. Bring your arms to bicep curl position. We're gonna come up for 2, down for 2. Lift, and lower. All right, getting into our thigh work. We're gonna do some arms here in this first set, and then we'll just focus on legs. We'll drop our weights, but continue to do some arm movements. So you're welcome to keep your weights if you want that extra, and I'll say that again. All right, maybe you can sink a little lower. Feel your shoulders right over your hips. Nice neutral spine position. Don't stick your butt back, but don't tuck your hips under. Just strengthen the core muscles that you need to support this natural position of your spine. Lower. And lower. 3 more. And we're gonna add in our legs. 2. All right, last one. You're gonna bring your arms up, frame your face. You're gonna take your arms open as you drop down, then pull your arms in as you stand up, then bring your arms forward as you drop down, then press your arms up. Keep going, out, down, in, up, out, in, rotate, press. If this is too much to think about, you can always just hold the narrow V position. Just alternating up and down with the legs each time you move your arms. Getting into biceps and shoulders. Really think about each press and pull of your arms. Keeping them in a nice position. Right angles in the elbows the whole time. Just a few more, then we hold. Try to go a little lower. Yo, you're coming back up. Out. All right, this is our last time. We're gonna hold in that goalpost position. Here we go, come down and hold. Press your arms, pulse your legs. right, this is where we finish. We've got this in a hold. Then we'll set our weights aside. So, squeeze your biceps. Draw your ribs down towards your belly button. Feel a nice long spine, head lifted. Gazing at the screen or something higher than the screen, whatever you need to find that position. Can you go a little lower? You have 10. No hold. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Sag your weights to the side. Grab some water if you need. All right. If you have a ball, we're going to bring it into our hands. If you don't have a ball, no worries. You can just do this with your hands, or you can grab your weights for one weight if you want a little bit more. Okay. We are going to start finding foundation on our right leg. All right, I'm not sure how I look to you with the screen, but just pick one leg. We're gonna start with that leg. Pick your right leg. All right, from here, you're gonna lift your leg up. Your other leg comes up. And then you're gonna step out, find a lunge, push the ball away from you. Come down low, then rise up, lift your knee. Then step outside lunge, push the ball away. Come up, find your balance. Do it again. It's back for 2, lift for 2, side for 2, lift for 2. All right, if you need a little less balance, you can always just tap your foot in, step back, lift, step side, lift, lift, side. If you want to try to go a little faster, do it. I'm feeling a little wobbly, so I'm going to stay at this speed. Really try to hit a deep lunge both directions. I'm going to try to lift my knee for these next few. All right, we've got about 10 more seconds. Really pushing down through your right standing leg. Then we're gonna hold the out. One more time through. Ooh. And lift. All right, this time you're gonna hold the out. You're gonna find a horse pose. Turn your toes out, shoulders down. Ball stays at your chest, or your hands are in prayer. I was gonna set my ball aside, but it'll go too far away. All right, keep that same leg grounded, right leg. Lift the other heel up, shifting a little bit more weight into your right side and pulse down, 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 push, push. If you want a little bit more arms, lift the ball up towards the sky or reach your hands up. You pulse. All right, not tons of cardio in this class today. Just trying to really work our thighs and glutes. Let's pulse, pulse, and abs and arms. Working everything, but this series focusing on our legs. We are almost done. Take it down, down. We've got one final hold. Get a little interesting. Down, down. Keep shifting more weight into your right leg. You've got 4, 2. All right, hold. Okay, with all that weight in your right leg, you're gonna pivot, face your leg, and lift your back leg up off the floor. Finding an airplane pose. You can dive your heart a little bit lower. Now that right knee is gonna take a bend, stretch, bend, stretch. If you want a little less, tap your back toes down. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Wherever you're at, stick with it. 8 more. Bend a little more. 6, 4, 3. We hold it here. Hold. Try to tip your heart a little more. Lift your legs. Straighten it. Squeeze your legs straight. Hug it in towards center. Breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. We're gonna go right to the other side. So foundation through your left leg. You're gonna find that same lunge back for 2, lift up for 2, side, and lift. Reach, and lift, side, lift. All right, I planned this series with the ball because if you have the ball, it's gonna give you a little extra arm work. Our arm series wasn't too long today, but if you don't have the ball, you're still gonna get great leg work, and moving your arms is gonna get some toning too. So either way, you're getting benefits. Just keep moving. Lift. Maybe feeling your balance a little different. I feel much more stable on this side today. Every day is a little different. Think of squeezing your left glute so you stand tall. Keep breathing. Maybe you're just tapping your foot in. Maybe you're lifting it up. If you're lifting it up, maybe you can lift it a little bit higher, up to the ball. Side. Lift. If you lose your balance, you come right back to it. It's all part of the work we're doing. All right, we've got about 10 more seconds. So dig deep, maybe try to lift your leg if you haven't been doing it. And reach. All right, here's our last lunge back. You're gonna hold to the side, turn your toes out, bring the ball in. Lots of weight in your left foot, so you lift your right heel up. Push down on that side, feel more weight on that left thigh, pulse down. All right, finding your chest lifting up. You can always lift the ball to the sky. I feel like that work in our standing leg, it kind of creeps up on you. You're feeling okay, and then here my leg is feeling pretty tired. However you're feeling, you got it. We are not here for long. Less than 30 seconds. You can do anything for that time. Down, down. All right, maybe press your hands into the ball a little more. Feel your thighs open up. Our first time in this position this class. Pressing your knees back behind you. Trying to keep most weight on that left side. We will find that airplane pose. Coming up. 4, 2. All right, hold it down and then pivot. Find your airplane pose. And back a little bit so I can stay with y'all. All right, coming forward. Ball can stay at your chest. Can reach it long. Whatever feels most stable, most challenging. Standing leg, knee goes bend, straighten, bend, stretch. All right, I'm gonna keep looking down. Looking at something, not moving, is a huge part of finding your balance. So, keep the work in your standing leg. You know you can always tap your toes down. You need a little less. And up. And up. 4 more. 3, and we hold. 2, finding that elusive balance. All right, hold. Try to tip your heart a little more forward. Hug your belly up and in. Squeeze your inner thigh towards center. Bend your standing leg a little bit more. We're gonna find a parallel squat, center ball to the side. In 3, 2, and 1. Ball goes to the side. Knees come down, up, drop, left, down, left. All right, little series here on both legs to seal in our leg work before we're gonna finish with some ab work on the ground. So, heart tips forward, but doesn't drop down to your legs. Heart stays nice and lifted. Gaze at the screen or higher up, depending where you got your screen. Sometimes I put my screen on the floor and then I'm like looking down, right? Try to keep that up. All right, couple options here. You can start to take your hands up to the sky. Down, lift. You can stay here, both feet down, or we're gonna add a leg lift. One leg at a time is down, lift, down, lift, lift. Squeeze your glute as you push your heel back. Keep your foot flexed. Our only cardio moment of class. Maybe you take it up a notch. You can always slow it down. Down. No, we're gonna finish in abs on the floor coming up soon. Our heart rate will come down for that. Make it a little bigger maybe. Squat it low. Big star on the up. 4 more. 3. 2, each side. We end with a hold. Here we go, we just hold. All right, we made the end of our hold. Maybe reach your arms up, nice wide, or bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Option to lift your heels up, bend your knees a little more. Keep your chest straight. Try to come down a little lower. We'll meet in seated in just a moment. I'll meet you there after 3, after 2, and 1. All right, coming on down to seated. You don't need any props. Just find a nice seated position. Feet out in front of you. Hold on behind your hamstrings. Shoulders down. Lean back. Tuck your tailbone under. Draw your belly down and in. And start to find a little back an inch, up an inch. Back, left. All right, running those big breaths in and out. Let your heart rate come down just a little. This ab work is still hard. You really want to think about pelvis nice and stable. Tiny little movements just to challenge that stability. Curl. Shoulders are down your back, or maybe you reach your arms long. Shoulders are still down your back, even if you reach your arms long. But I just thought of it as I said that. You know you can take that option. All right, we're gonna hold it down. Here we go, you just hold. Okay, we're gonna go side to side with arm pulls. If you wanna just do one arm at a time, you're gonna do about 5 on one side and then switch to the other side. If you're up for doing both arms, your abs are locked in. Here we go, is pull, reach, pull, reach, pull, reach. A little faster than we sometimes do. Trying to maximize this 30-minute class. If you want to slow it down, that's awesome. I sometimes think slower is better in abs. So listen to your body, what you need today. All right, a few more. If you're doing one arm at a time, you switch sides. Try to squeeze your legs a little tighter. All right, next time, hold one arm back. Bring the other arm back and hold. All right, spin your palms open. Curl your ribs down. This should feel pretty intense. 20 curls, up an inch, up, curl, curl. Really small, really crisp. Not here for long, just 12. We're gonna come down to our elbows. Find kickstand curls. You've got 4, 3, 2. Just quick hold, tuck your hips under, keep your chest bright, push your hands back 1 inch. Elbows to the ground, let's do it. Come on down. All right, your elbows are underneath your shoulders, your arms come out on the diagonal, hands out on the diagonal. Tippy toe your toes in, tuck your tailbone under more, squashing your low back, your sacrum down into the floor, your mat, wherever you're working. Neck nice and lying. You're gonna lift one knee up towards your chest while you keep the tuck under your hips, and then you're gonna switch your legs. Good switch. And switch. Go slow. Switch. Switch. Keeping a nice long neck. All right, your hip flexors often want to take over in this one. Try to keep the tuck under of your hips. Maybe even close your eyes and really think about the work coming from your abdominal muscles. We're gonna hold our legs up to finish. Here we go. Hold one leg up. Bring the other leg up to knee. All right, you can keep your knees bent, or if it feels more challenging, stretch your legs straight. Lift your chest up. Just tuck your hips under. You tuck your hips under and hold. Tip and hold. Tuck your hips. Working the abs. Tuck. 4, 3, 2. Just hold. Lift your chest up. Legs get a little closer to you or a little farther. Try to lighten the load in your elbows. Put more weight in your abs. Neck long. You hold for 3, 2, and 1. Stretch your hip flexors right away. Push your hips forward. Gonna check our time. Maybe. All right, we are good. We got one more thing, then we do our full final stretch. All right, cross your ankles. Push your hips forward. All right, and then drop your hips. Bring your feet out in front of you. Come all the way down to your back. We're gonna end with some back dancing, bridge lift position. You lift your hips up just till they're a fist distance off the floor. Option to keep your hands down at your sides or lift them up to the sky. You just lift your hips up an inch. Lift, lift. All right, you all have done a lot of my classes. You know this is the way I love to end class. It's a really great way to work almost all the muscles that we've targeted this whole class. Getting our glutes, our hamstrings, our abs, our back, our arms. You can play with your foot position. You can lift your toes up. You can lift your heels up. Maybe close your eyes. You've only got 20 seconds. So trying to find the place that's most challenging for you. Keep your shoulders spread wide. We're gonna find a final hold. Coming up, we've got 4, 3, 2, hold. All right, option to lift your heels or toes. Pick something challenging maybe now. Reach your arms up. This is at 10 seconds. Squeeze your glutes to lift your hips a little higher. Hug your inner thighs in towards each other. Feel your calf muscles firing. Keep your arms super straight. Abs pressed down. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Don't let your knees fall side to side. Ooh, windshield wipering out. And then find a figure 4. Cross one ankle over the other knee. Weave your hands through. Push your opposite knee away. Really pulling your leg in as you need and pushing as you need to get into the glute. And then switch it out. Other leg. Cross your ankle over. Weave your hands through. Knee pushes away. And then hold on behind your hamstrings. Take a few rocks. We'll come up to standing. All right. Coming on up. Finding standing position. Bring a big sweep of your arms up and overhead. Capture one elbow. Stretch your tricep. Pushing your head back. Maybe finding a little up and over. All right, and then sweep your arms down, other side. Awesome to see you all today. I haven't been on Instagram Live in a while. I've been trying to stick to my Wednesday evening Zoom classes, but I couldn't make it this week, so this was fun to do instead. Let's take a big breath in. On the exhale, grab one of your feet, find a quadricep stretch. But I will be back next Wednesday, 5:15 Denver time, PM, for another class. If you need that info, shoot me a message. But I'm always glad to see you all here today. Other side. Definitely feel warmer than when we started on this snowy day, right? I hope you all stay warm. Drive safe if you have to go anywhere. All right, one more breath in all together. And then exhale, give yourself a round of applause or at least shout, good job. I did it, you did it, we did it. Great to see y'all. Have a great night, great day. Great night too. All right, bye everybody. Thank you, Dara. Good to see you, Liz. You too, Tate.